Hey guys, Bob here from Raw Strength and Muscle. I've been talking a lot about push-ups recently, specifically problems caused by push-ups. And not surprisingly, one of you guys asked a really good question. I got so many imbalances now from doing push-ups only. My posture's all messed up. You got any tips on how I can correct this, please? As a matter of fact, I do. But first of all, let's talk about what his problem is, okay? Why his posture is messed up and why it is because of doing push-ups. All right, first of all, doing push-ups, you strengthen your chest. You strengthen your anterior deltoid, okay, your front delt, okay? You do not strengthen anything on the back of your body. So what happens is these muscles become strong, these muscles become tight, and you end up pulling forward, which, as you can imagine, kills your posture. This can lead to problems with your back, with your neck, okay? Because all of your joints, like your vertebrae, your shoulder joint, everything are being pulled out of place because everything's being pulled forward, especially your shoulder joint. Because basically the way your shoulder works is your upper arm, okay, locks into your shoulder joint. And the only thing worse than not strengthening all the muscles around your shoulder joint to hold it in position are strengthening the muscles on just one side, okay, and having it be pulled out of place. So by doing all of these push-ups, strengthening his chest, strengthening his anterior deltoid, what he's really doing is he's pulling his arm bone forward. He's pulling his joint kind of forward, and that's what's causing him problems, like I said, with his posture, which leads to vertebrae, shoulder joint, all kinds of issues. So what's the solution for it? Well, the solution is to strengthen what is not strong. And the way that I suggest people do that is with what I call the reverse push-up. It's really a row, a body weight row, usually done on gymnastics rings, in which case you call it the ring rows. Some people call it an Australian pull-up. Basically, what you do is you lean back and you do a reverse push-up, okay? So a push-up, you're pushing forward and you're using your chest. When you do the reverse movement, you're strengthening your upper back. When you do a push-up, you are using your front deltoid. When you do a reverse push-up, you're using your anterior, or your posterior, or your rear deltoid. When you do a push-up, you're strengthening your triceps. When you do a reverse push-up, you're strengthening your biceps. So that's why I call the ring row or the Australian pull-up the reverse push-up, because it's literally the same movement. It's just on the mirror opposite side of your body that you are strengthening, okay? Instead of pushing, you're pulling. Biceps are replacing triceps. You're using your rear delt instead of your front delt. You're using your upper back instead of your upper chest. Now, by incorporating these into your training, you're going to even that out, okay? Instead of having everything pulled forward, you're going to strengthen your back. You're kind of like, traps, rhomboid, rear delt area, which is going to balance it out and pull your shoulders backwards, okay? So instead of hunching over, you're going to be where you should be in the middle. Your your shoulder joint, like I said, your upper arm bone, instead of being pulled forward by your chest and your front delt, it's going to be held in place, because not only is your chest and your front delt going to be pulling your shoulder forward, but also your rear delt and your upper back are going to be pulling it back. So like I said, it's a simple fix. It's a cheap fix, okay? What I suggest you use is not a TRX or a suspension trainer, because those things are like, they're held together, okay? Whereas I suggest you use gymnastics rings. They're usually a hell of a lot cheaper, okay? And gymnastics rings hang straight down, like they're separated. They're not together. You could do push-ups on them. You could do dips on them. You can also do reverse push-ups, okay? Or ring rows on them. And like I said, as soon as you integrate this into your training, you're going to even out your musculature. You're going to, even out all of those muscle imbalances. The one thing that I do suggest if you're having a severe issue is, for normal strength training, I suggest you pull and keep your arms tucked in, okay? That really, it builds your bicep. It also builds the thickness of your back, like that turtle shell effect. If you're doing this specifically to fix an imbalance with your anterior and your posterior, your front and your rear deltoid, I suggest you pull with your arm out to the side, because that really hits the rear delt very hard, okay? So like I said, keep your elbows out to the side if you're really trying to fix that imbalance. Aside from that, if you don't have this imbalance already, you can go ahead and pull and keep your elbows tucked, which is a stronger movement. It will, like I said, build the thickness in your back better. It will build your biceps better. But if you're using this as like a rehabilitation exercise, definitely pull with your arms, okay, with your elbows out. And like I said, this will fix it. Because that's basically what he's doing. You know, he's doing all front exercises. Everything's getting pulled to the front. He starts doing some rear exercises. Everything's going to be, you know, in a neutral position because the back is going to be as strong as the front. Simple problem with muscle imbalance. And the push-up is so well known for causing this. Like I said, rings are cheap. You can probably get them for 20, 30 bucks, a really good pair. You can hang them from anywhere. You can hang them from a pull-up bar. If you don't have a pull-up bar, just put 2 eye hooks into like a ceiling beam, and you can do anything you want there. And like I said, you're not just talking about doing ring rows. You can use them to do really good push-ups. You could use them to do dips. You could use them to do pull-ups. You could work your entire upper body with a pair of rings. I really can't possibly recommend that any more than you getting a pair of gymnastic rings if you want to get into calisthenics or if you want to build up to weighted calisthenics. I've been telling you guys I'm going to come up with a new workout program that's going to consist entirely of weighted calisthenics. There's also going to be a section I'm going to call Earn Your Weights, okay, where it's body weight calisthenics for the people who have not gotten to the point where they could do normal calisthenics and they have to build up before they can add weight. So, you know, like I said, if you're interested in any of this stuff, you know, home workouts that actually build muscle and strength, home workouts that actually get you looking really good, okay? Like I said, weighted calisthenics are the absolute best way that got me the best results. I'm starting to create the program this week, so I keep an eye out for my offer, my pre-launch offer. While I'm creating the program, I'm going to sell it for 50% off, and you have lifetime access. So you buy it while I'm creating the program, you'll get it for 50% off. You're going to have everything when it's done, plus all the future updates. And if you're looking for a diet, okay, that I used along with weighted calisthenics to build well over, you know, 10, 12 pounds of muscle in a year and a half, ended my, quote, bulk at 10% body fat. That is the diet that I used along weighted calisthenics. That's the diet that I recommend you use along with weighted calisthenics. That's already out there. Link in the description below. Just go ahead and click on it. Like I said, and my workout program is coming, but those two work synergistically together, okay? You break down the muscles using the weighted calisthenics, and then the low-carb cutting and bulking diets are what allow you to alter your body composition, okay? To cut fat, to build muscle, to build strength. Anyway, I appreciate the question. Like I said, questions like this, I love to answer in videos. And if you guys have any more questions, just please ask, and I'll answer directly, plus I'll answer in a video like this. Aside from that, thanks for watching. Subscribe if you haven't. Click the little bell for notifications if you haven't, because I'm putting out a video like almost every day. And thanks for watching. I will see you guys in the next video.